Hello. Hello. Sorry, guys.
Hi.
Trying to get everybody in. Okay, Abby. Okay, two more in the. Okay, I'm just trying to get everybody in here. I didn't realize that it had gone by, an hour had gone by. Since my last class already. I went to get coffee and it's like, oh, I have class in a minute. Okay, Jasmine. Lena, that's not doing good. And Elizabeth. And Samantha. H. Sorry. Okay, shade in there. Okay. Making sure I get everybody. If I haven't said hello, hello everyone. 11. Missing somebody. Yeah. Who else is in here? I'm missing two. One right now. I'm trying to think. Tanisha. Isabella, that's what we have. Okay. So how was your weekend, you guys?
Good.
Good? Good, good, good. I'd like to have good weekends. We're gonna finish this chapter up, right? I know they gave you chapter 1, didn't they, as far as homework, like this week? But it's a little one anyway, so it doesn't matter. You'll be able to do that and Max. Okay. Okay. So you, okay. I still got to pull up my notes because I haven't pulled those out. So I got two more. Okay, give me a second here. I'm going to switch screens and see if I can pull it up. Go backwards. Here. We are still on chapter 15. I think we should be on the makeup. Did we do hair removal yet? I don't remember. Huh? Did we finish hair removal? Nobody knows. Yes, we did. And now I look at it, I'm like, yes, we did. Okay, I've got starting you on page 410, and it should have makeup and that big word, Ketarusco. Okay. All right. There we go. While it's pulling this up, which is almost. I'm almost ready to share the screen. Okay. Where are you guys? Okay. So let me take roll just to make sure I got everyone, okay? Lena. There you go.
I'm here.
Okay. Anthony, got you.
Here.
Jasmine H.
Here.
Jocelyn. Got you.
Here.
Tanisha.
I'm here.
Okay. No, I don't see your face. Adriana.
I'm here, but my camera for some reason won't work.
Okay. Athena. Saw you here.
I'm here.
Anita Perkins. You're gonna give me somebody that's besides a still?
I hope.
Okay, Elizabeth.
Here.
Okay. Isabella. Hello.
Here.
Okay. Ava. Where'd she go? Ava, you want to say hello?
I'm here.
There you are. Okay, Shay. Haven't seen you in a while.
I'm here.
Okay. Abby.
Here.
Okay. Samantha H.
Here.
Okay, and Max.
I'm here.
Did I miss someone? Everyone got called? Okay.
You want me, right?
Who's you?
Jocelyn?
Yes, I did, Jocelyn. Okay, so I'm going to share the screen. I've still got to pull up the lesson plan, but at least I've got halfway through. Okay, there you go. You should start seeing it now. Okay, let's see if I can get down here to 15. Next page. They left the esthetician one sitting up there for a while. You can't leave it sit in limbo for a while because it goes, locks on me, or it shuts off. So you hear there's new textbooks coming out, right? For a while, but we got training on it yesterday, which is kind of nice because it's going to make everything you do online so much easier. It was literally made for a hybrid program, which is kind of nice. Come on, please be on here. Seriously, there we go. Oh, wait a minute. Excuse me, slow down. Need to turn the next page. Let's go here instead. It should be 15.4, right? See if it changes it. Go back. Okay. All the way to 8, okay. Really? Right there, okay. So we're on the right spot here. Okay, now it just has to download itself. It's only 10 after already. Has anyone watched this video that's on here already?
Yep.
Oh, it's Donovan, it looks like. Okay. Career advisor. Hey, it's coming up. Who's got a dog? Spin, spin, spin. Oh, was that you online?
I go by this paper, so it's for Cosmo. Is it this one?
It's the SD one.
It's the SD
Yeah.
one, so it's the same one.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Uh-huh. Because the Cosmo one is the one you guys have to get in on the afternoon, huh? With Miss Connie. Right? You have to get on a different Zoom class when you get with Connie this afternoon. It shouldn't be the same as mine. You don't remember? Nobody remembers?
I only have one class today.
You only have one?
Just do it with you, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, some of you, I guess, have to do your practicals though, maybe, no?
I do mine Thursday, Friday, Saturday in class.
Okay.
That might be the ROP class.
Oh yeah, huh? There's so many classes in here. I mean, I'm not kidding. Usually we have one, just the nighttime, and there's one, and then there's one leaving. So it's usually, you know, some of them get ready to graduate, the next one comes in. All right, so this is gonna go through facial shapes, color theory, makeup essentials, infection control, and client consultation. This is basically the end of the chapter. Okay, so let's start off with chiaroscuro, which basically means the arrangement of lights and darks used to visually alter the contours of the face. Okay, it's usually done with lighting too, but you do it with makeup all the time, right? You're contouring and highlighting. It's adding light or highlights that will accentuate and emphasize areas or features that need to be brought out. Okay, darker tones are applied to shadow or contour areas and features you wish to diminish or minimize. Okay, and all know that one, right? All you have to put into your workbook is the chiaroscuro, which is the arrangement of lights and darks. That's the only part that has to be put into your textbook, your study guide. Okay. I'll leave that up there for a few minutes. You already got yours filled in, huh, Anthony?
Yeah, all my stuff is dead.
Yeah. Who else already has theirs filled in? Shay, where's your face? Okay. All right, anyone still need time? Okay. I'm gonna move on to the face shapes. Okay, you know, there are 7, correct, right? An oval face, okay, represents the ideal shape. Its recommendation will not require much in the way of corrective application because it has the perfect face. Okay, you don't have to write that down. I'm sure there's another area that you can fill that in at, okay? In my book, it just has pictures. How about yours?
Pictures and then a little box.
That's it, okay. So then let me go through these again. Should have round. Okay, it's the next one. It's characterized by a rounded hairline and chin line. Recommendations will be contouring can be used to slenderize the face by adding vertical emphasis and making it appear more oval. Sometimes what's kind of weird about when you're looking at someone's face shape, you have to split it in half, like right here, and she might be like a diamond up here and she might be rounded down here. It's weird how the face shapes actually work out. Okay. Your oblong face, okay, it's a long one. It tends to be long and narrow. The recommendation would be to visually shorten it by applying deeper tones under the chin and horizontally at the hairline. Can you see where it darkens it on the picture?
Yes.
Okay. The next one is pear-shaped. Okay, this is a narrow forehead and a wide jawline. Recommendations are to add width at the forehead, and this can be achieved with highlighting. Then you're going to contour to reduce the width at the bottom of the face. And again, it's got an illustration to show you where the light and dark is at. Okay. This next one is Miss Connie. She's my square face perfectly. If you pull her bangs back, she's a square face. Okay, they're broad, straight forehead and hairline and a broad jawline. You can also notice a square person would have the same cheekbone and jawline. Right here, these two are actually the same width. All right, the recommendation on this one is to contour to soften the angularity and reduce the width of the face. Can you see where they've moved it in on this picture?
Mm-hmm.
And rounded off her forehead. Connie just wears bangs to cover it. She hates me when I use her as model. All right. Your next one is the heart-shaped face. Okay, this is wider forehead, a narrow jaw or chin. The recommendations on this are going to be width added across the forehead, can be minimized by contouring, while the jawline can be visually widened with highlighting. You can see the highlights and the dark contouring on the forehead. Okay. And then you have the diamond face. Predominantly width through the cheekbone, contrasted by a narrow forehead and chin or jaw area. Okay, width through the cheekbones can be minimized with contouring. The jaw and forehead can be made to look wider with highlighting. Okay, so you're bringing something out and you're also covering up something so it's not so wide. All right. This is probably in your book right now, correct? You have color theory?
Yes.
All right, so we're gonna fill this part in. All right, hue is another term for color. Okay, I use this one as how I perceive it, because I could perceive it one way and you could perceive it another. How many times you're gonna ask a client, what color do you want done on your hair? And they're like, I don't want any reds. And sure enough, they'll pick a color that's got red in it. And you're like, okay, that's got red in it. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. It's because they see it differently. Okay, your tint is a hue with white added. Okay, your shade is going to be a hue with black added. You think of the shades in the dark, right? That's one way of remembering it. Value, okay? This means the lightness or darkness of a color. Do you remember what's the other name for lightness or darkness of a color? See if anybody remembers in hair coloring. Anybody remember?
Level.
Tone.
Level. Yeah, level, that's it, level. Oh. Okay, intensity is going to be the vibrancy of the color. Okay, and tone is going to be the warmth or coolness of a color. So those last three are still part of hair coloring, correct? So you should know those definitions. So I'll let you fill those in your study guide. They're pretty good with their definitions. And thumbs up when you've got this completed. Those of you that are filling it in. Okay. Because then we're going to go into our monochromatic, well, color schemes, I guess you could call it. I was hoping it's probably in your textbook. In your textbook where it has a color wheel, is there a picture of triangles in there? So it'd be the color wheel, and then it's got three triangles. It's got one in the center, then another one behind it, and it's pointing to primary and secondary colors. Do you see it? What page is that on? If anybody knows where that, it's in your text, I think.
I think it's 616.
Okay, because that's going to help us when we start to go through like monochromatic and all of those. Okay. So does anyone still need that up on the screen? Speak up. Okay, I'm going through this to see if anybody's saying anything. Oh. No one needs it? Jocelyn, you got this? How about you, Max? I need a hand, Max. Wake up, Max.
My bad, I wasn't in the room.
Okay. Let me see a head, hand, something. Still can't see it. Hold on. Nope. Not yet. Did I lose him?
No, his hand was there.
Okay, it's not coming up on here. It's weird. Sometimes it's just filling out like people on the right side of my screen. All right, I'm going to move this to the next page on 411, and we're going to go through color schemes. Okay, so your color schemes are going to start with monochromatic, which is mono meaning one. So you're going to write, it uses the same color throughout the design. Okay, it probably could be like light red, medium red, dark red, but it's still the same color, okay? Analogous is 3 colors that are adjacent to each other on the color wheel, which means right next to each other, okay? Triadic is going to be 3 colors located in a triangular position on the color wheel. And it does give you these like little arrows inside this particular one, but it's not real good. It looks like the purple ones would have been your analogous. Triadic would be the blue ones. Okay, and then you have complementary, which are colors that are across from each other, so they can cancel each other out. And then your warm or cools, which are your tones. Okay, warm colors have the reds and the yellows and the oranges. And the cools will have more of blue tones, green tones, and violet tones, right? So you can see that's kind of split in half also. What's kind of nice is this, every color has a warm and cool tone to it, believe it or not. Because there's certain reds that I can't wear because of my coloring, but I can wear like an orange red, but I can't wear like a red blue, which is like a deep, deep red. So you have to look at your own skin tone to see what colors or what tones you really look best in. Do you guys know how to tell what tone you are? Like if you're a warm person or a cool person by looking at your wrist, like this part of your wrist? Okay, if you're looking at it and you can see like green kind of veins, you're more of a warm person. If you see blue, you're more of a cool person. Another way to look at it is you can take a silver scarf or a gold scarf and you'll lay it right across your neck with no makeup on. And one of those will actually make your skin look like you've got color in your cheek. You don't look so pale. The other one's gonna make you look pale. So being a warm person, if I put the silver one on, I'd look washed out. But as soon as I put the gold one on, you can see my cheeks get a little red. And vice versa. You know, there's a lot of money to be made when you add a color, basically a color class to your client's, I guess, haircut or styling, whatever you want to do it. You're just picking the colors for her. Warms or cools. You can make little swatches that you can drape, like pieces of material that come from here to here and make warm colors and cool colors. Charge her an extra 20 bucks just to give her colors that she should look best in. And people do that. So these are other things you can do within your license. Has anyone ever had their colors picked for them? There used to be a company that would come to your house. I know it sounds crazy, but they would go to your house like an Avon party or something like that. And by the time you were finished filling out this form, you had a little booklet that you could carry with you, the little swatches of material that were your color swatches, so that you, when you went shopping, you could find colors that are in that color category. Because most of us will pick a blouse, a shirt, pants, whatever it is that we go to buy for clothing, and we pick it first before we decide we want to really wear it. We pick the color first, right? Whatever is on display, oh, I like that color. And then we go to see, well, do I really like the style of that shirt or the style of that pants? But we always pick the color first. So you have to remember that. That's how people look at colors also. Okay, thumbs up when you guys have this filled in. So, Athena, where'd you go?
I'm here.
All right, just checking. Abby, have you completed this part yet? Does anyone still need this? Speak up.
No.
Okay, we're going to move to the next part of this, which is going to be, should be our makeup check essentials, huh? Okay. All right, in your book, it does say, remember, dark diminishes and light advances. Is that correct? Underneath your warm and cool in your study guide.
It just
No?
says makeup techniques and products, and then it goes to
Okay.
base.
Okay. So
Oh, yeah.
it does say that. Remember, dark diminishes
Remember,
and
dark
light advances?
diminishes, light advances. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so this part isn't in your study guide, what's on the screen right now. Performing a professional makeup service requires a proper selection of products, implements, and equipment. Your makeup implements are your handheld tools, which should be disinfected or discarded after each use. And your makeup equipment includes the furnishing and provisions necessary to provide a professional makeup service. You do realize that you have to have a license in order to charge for a makeup application. People at the makeup counter, when they are doing a makeup application, do not necessarily need to be licensed unless they're charging just for that makeup service. So they can do a gift with purchase. They can do, you buy $50 worth of makeup and I'll put makeup on you, but they can't come in just for that makeup and pay $150 to have somebody do their makeup, because then you need to have someone's licensed. Okay, and it goes through your infection control. You're gonna wash your hands, sanitize your brushes after every client, use disposable applicators whenever possible. Want to avoid using products and makeup directly from the containers. So you always use your spatulas and scrape off the makeup from the actual container onto a palette. And you save a lot of makeup that way too. Use a fresh drape on every client and sharpen your pencils before and after each use. Okay, so this new thing came out where we were sharpening our pencils before and we were actually applying that pencil to the eye, both eyes at the same time. So since all of COVID and stuff, you have to sharpen it for one eye and then resharpen it and then do the other eye, because in case there's some type of bacteria infection or something on one eye, you might transfer it. So you got to do those separately. Okay, same thing when you have to put makeup on for board. Okay, this should go into our bases, right? Oh, still infection control. All right, you're going to remove product if you see any signs of an allergic reaction. This is to the cosmetic products, such as redness, swelling, itchiness, inflammation. Can you think of one more sign of infection? Remember, there's 6 of them.
Rash.
Good. All right, number 8 is to avoid excess pressure in and around the eye area. Okay, and to do that, you need to brace it. Okay, anytime you're working around the eye area. 9, exercise extra precautions to avoid getting products or implements in the eyes. I've seen a girl take an eyelash curler and go to curl it and end up pinching the eyelid. And I'm like, oh, so you have to really be careful when you're using your equipment. Okay, also you want to keep your fingernails well groomed to avoid scratching that client. Okay, move this on because that's not in your book either. So these are your client consultations where you greet the client. I'm going to quickly go through this. We know what this means. Ask, analyze, and assess. So we're going to ask her questions. We're going to agree on what we're going to be doing, the products, the price, whatever. And then you're going to deliver the product, okay? And this is where you probably would teach her how to do this at home. The last part of that is complete. So this is where you're going to invite her to purchase products, maybe book her next appointment, and then document whatever you've done to that client. Okay. Makeup techniques and products. Okay, so it's keep the following points. All right, this is not in your book just yet. Keep the following points in mind before and or during a makeup application. Okay, you want to prepare the skin by cleansing, toning, moisturizing, and protecting. Okay, as an esthetician, we don't wash or give her a facial prior to this if she's just getting a makeup. So what we would use is a wipe to remove her makeup and make sure we tone and moisturize so that that foundation goes on smoothly. Facial hair and the brow shaping has been done prior to the makeup application, so there's no redness. And you always want to begin with a light sheer foundation that'll allow you to add more if you need more coverage. You're always going to check that foundation on her jaw right here because you need a color that matches between the face and the neck. Okay, so you're going to find which one, or blend it if you have to, until you get the right consistency and color. And then you can apply it to the rest of the face, but you do have to do their jawline first. We don't test their wrists. We don't test, the back of your hands, nothing like that. It is always on the face. And since our necks are a little bit lighter than our face, you usually have to pay attention to that. Okay, you want to use the proper makeup brushes and applicators. Okay, apply makeup in the appropriate lighting, because if you put it on in bad lighting, what happens? How about this? Some of you put your makeup on here at school, and because you're underneath these fluorescent lights, you're putting on quite a bit more makeup because you don't want to look so pale. Then you go outside and you're in natural sunlight and you look like you have way too much makeup on. Or if you put just enough makeup on underneath natural sunlight, you come in here and you feel washed out because you don't have enough on. So make sure the lighting is good. Always use like natural sunlight or regular light bulb. All right, you want to highlight the attractive features and diminish the less attractive ones, like a crooked nose or a lip that's not matched on the other side. Okay, your brushes, you need to have an important selection of them. I don't know about you, but how many types of brushes do you use when you apply your own makeup? Anybody use more than 3 brushes?
I use like 4.
You use 4? Anybody higher than that? No one else?
I do.
How many do you use, Jocelyn? She's like, where's my sound? There you go. How many do you use?
If I'm doing eyeshadow, I could probably use up to like, I want to say 12 brushes.
Ooh.
Yeah.
My gosh, you are putting makeup on for theatrics. Anybody else? How many brushes do you use? The most of them, like the most you've ever used in one application. Nobody else? That's fine.
Approximately 8.
8?
Yeah.
Okay, I've used about 6. So, it's a preference. You should be disinfecting them after each client. I do them just beforehand too, because the cleaner that I have, it doesn't get the bristles wet. So it still disinfects it, but it doesn't make them wet, which is a plus because you don't want to have to wait until they dry out. Okay. All right, so when we're looking at makeup corrections and concealers, okay, you're going to assess the skin for tone and value as well as the specific problems. And you're going to correct the problems such as under eye circles, broken capillaries, and blemishes. So what I want you to put on your concealer or makeup correction, all right, it reduces the appearance of blemishes, okay? It reduces the appearance of blemishes, discolorations, and broken capillaries. Okay, it reduces the appearance of blemishes, discolorations, and broken capillaries. And that's all you're going to have to put into the concealer. You do know that they come in 3 forms, that cream, a pot, and a stick formula. Okay, they're available in light, medium, and dark skin tones. And they also come in colors, lavender, green, pink. Okay. So all you had to put in there was reduce the appearance of blemishes, discolorations, and broken capillaries. Most of those, the light, mediums and dark, I guess, have a yellow base to them. I did not, I just recently found out that all foundations are made from a yellow base. Did you know that? Anybody else know that? Yeah, they start with a yellow base and then they add to it to give them. Okay, so here are, this isn't on your textbook or your study guide. If the undertone you see is yellow, you're going to use a violet base, okay? If you see red, you're going to be using green. If you see green, you're going to be using a red base. And purple or blue are going to be yellow and orange. Okay, these are going to cancel out those unwanted tones that are coming up on her skin because Look at, she's got green, purple, and blue because she has a bruise on her, okay? So you're gonna be using different colors to cover that up, okay? Or maybe she just had surgery on her face and her eyes were done, so she still has like the bruising from the face being worked on. Okay, your foundation, okay? What you're gonna put in there is this. It evens out skin color, creates a smoother, more even skin texture, providing a pure canvas on which to create the makeup design. Okay, that's all you have to put into your book. Okay, evens out skin color and creates a smoother, more even skin texture, providing a pure canvas on which to create a makeup design. And it's telling us how to test that foundation, okay? To test the shade, you're going to determine if you've chosen the right color by blending a small amount of the foundation on the client's jawline. The correct color will disappear into the client's skin. It shouldn't be colored, different colors. Foundation may be considered the most important makeup product, and that is a test question, by the way. Okay, just an FYI. And then there's going to be another one in there. When we get to the blushes, you're just going to go, what? That makes no sense at all, but it's a textbook answer. I don't know why, it just is. Okay. Anybody still writing? Elizabeth, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, just checking on you. Adriana, how about you? I don't see a face.
For some reason, my camera is not working on my computer,
Well,
but I'm done with it.
Is that on your phone?
No, it's on my computer.
Okay. You know you can use your phone too, right?
Okay, I'll try that.
All right. Does anybody else need this still on the screen? Okay. All right. I'll move on. Okay, these are the skin color classifications for their foundations. Okay, this is not in your book again. Okay, light creamy skin is going to be a yellowish to slightly peach, very light. Golden leaves a yellow cast, but it's still light. Pink or blue to red, could be light or medium skin. Tan is caramel color to brown, light to dark with red or yellow undertones. Your olive is a yellowish green, medium to dark. Your brown, usually olive toned, medium to dark with red or yellow undertones. And then mahogany, okay, it's gonna be in the ebony. It's got blue undertones and it's dark to very dark. All right, there's going to be a question on here that's asking you which color is not a red, okay? And when I get to that one question, I will let you know that answer because it's bizarre. It actually is talking about ebony, doesn't have any red in it, okay? It's the only one. That sound crazy, huh? You're like, what? But that's the answer on that one. Okay, I'm gonna move on to contouring and highlighting. Oh, maybe not, foundation first. All right, to apply that foundation, you're gonna apply a dime-sized amount of product onto a palette. She is. Okay. Hold on. Okay, you're going to apply it to the face, starting in the mask area. Use a latex sponge to blend the product onto the face and use a pattern roll or stippling technique to blend outward from the mask. Okay, this is not, okay. All right. To apply the foundation, it's still not asking for in your book. You're going to use gentle pressure as you work because too much pressure can result in broken capillaries. If a more traditional application is used, covering the entire face, or if two shades are used, foundation should blend into the hairline and into the neck. So you need to go down, feathering it. Okay. Here's your contouring and highlighting. Okay, this is going to go in that first bubble there at the very bottom. Okay. All right. In makeup, highlighting the protruding bones can bring out these features, while shadowing of the cavities or recessed areas can add depth to the face. So what you're going to write in there is this, okay? Highlighting protruding bones can bring out the features, okay, while shadowing of the cavities or recessed areas can add depth to the face. That's actually what goes into your contouring and highlighting in your study guide. Okay. It says contouring means to create an outline, especially of a curving or irregular figure or shape. It's kind of funny while you're still writing that stuff in there. You notice that even though I've said the oval face shape is the most perfect face, right? Makeup and application of it and technique all fall into what's in fashion, right? So most people like that high cheekbone, right? Slender face, larger lips, things like that. They go outside of the normal. So when you're putting makeup on, you have to ask how they want their makeup applied, because are you going to be putting it back to make her look like she has the oval face? Or are you going to make her look like she has more of a square and a diamond face kind of put together? Okay. What face shape would you guys say is the most popular right now? Not using your oval, okay? Out of all the other ones, which one do you think is the most popular?
Probably a diamond.
Mm-hmm. So you can actually alter someone's face to look like a diamond, just like you would if you were trying to do oval, only you just make it towards the diamond, okay? The only difference. But, you know, years of makeup application, it just changes, just like fashion. Goes out, comes back, goes out, comes back. So, what is this? Tatiana, are you in my class? Where are you?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, I didn't get you in here. I don't know how I missed you.
I just started today.
Yeah, I was trying. Were you trying to get in with
Yeah, I was trying to get into the other one, but it wasn't letting me get on it.
Okay, so today, just kind of follow through with us, I guess you could say, because we're at the end of a chapter.
Okay.
Okay, if you want to take notes, you can, but what I'm trying to say is we want to make sure that you get your book downloaded. So after this class, we can have Miss Connie or one of the other teachers or Donovan show you how to download your books, okay?
Okay.
All right. So I just want to make sure I cover that for you, okay?
Okay.
All right. Does anyone still need this contouring and highlighting up on the screen? Okay. We're going to move down. We go to the eyebrows. Okay. So the characteristics of a perfect eye. Okay, this is not in your book.
She just said to take notes.
Yes. The area between the base of the lash and the crease line makes up 1/3 of the eye. The area between the crease line and the brow makes up the remainder 2/3 of the eye. So it's a well-spaced eye that has the width of one eye between them. Do you remember me going through those little stories about how your whole face is measured by eyes? You have to use your eye to measure your face. So I can't take my eye and take a measurement of it and put it on Anthony's and have it work. It just doesn't work that way. So what I normally do is I have the students take a popsicle stick, okay, a little spatula, and they're going to measure their eye from here to here, to the very end of it, okay, and mark it on the little stick, and then you're going to measure these places on the face. And basically that's what they're talking about as far as one eye, because that's what you use. That's the tool to measure the face. More than and than, those little things that go like this, one goes like this, and the other one goes the other way, right? Those little less than, okay. If it's normal or standard, it will be in the middle, basically. The other end is either too much or too little. Think of it that way, okay? What I'm describing on here on the screen is that you're going to take your lash line, which is way down here when I close my eyes, where my lashes are, and then the crease where my eye kind of breaks right there. That's actually going to be half the distance, okay? Or I've got 1/3 the distance of here. So 1/3 here, and from that crease to the brow, it's supposed to be brow at its peak, is going to be the other 2/3. Lid on mine, and they kind of look very narrow. Okay, but that's basically what they're talking about You would have had one eye from the to measure it between this eye and this eye. If it isn't, okay, it's going to be wide set or it's going to be narrow. That's how they measure the face. You can have position the face into 3 categories right here. Okay, or break it down. You're going to have 5 eyes across from cheek to cheek. Okay, which means you've got 5 of the nostril. Okay, then you have 1 eye on each side. That's 3, and then 1 more on each side would be 4. Now, if I can fit 4 eyes across my face, I have the perfect face. If I don't, I have either wide or narrow. And that's how you actually start to change people's faces. I guess you could say face shapes from that. Okay, you're using a mathematical equation to get to that point. Okay, so here's your eyebrows. Okay, eyebrows are going to frame the eyes, and they are important to balance any makeup design. So what I want you to put in here is just that part I just read. Frame the eyes and are important to balance of any makeup design. Okay. Basically, we're looking at like it needs to fill in, but all I want you to do is write that. So your brow should be in over the side of the corner eye. Okay. Anything on that other side would have been taken off as a rule of thumb. Okay. The peak at its highest point of the arch should occur over the outside of the iris, and the brow should end at the point at which the imaginary diagonal line from the outside of the nostril is kind of a little short on that one. Those are our 3 points that we'll actually use when we're actually doing an arch. Okay. Please always ask the client if they want just to be cleaned up, or if they don't know what they want and they want to actually have this type of a shape, because I've had students say, just do what you want to do, and they take off half the eyebrow. Or client even said that to one student one time, just take them all off. And she was joking, but the student didn't know that and took off her eyebrows. And I had to say, I told her to. And she goes, yeah, I know, it's my fault. She goes, don't do the other one, okay? She goes, I just want to pencil in one. Oh. Okay. All right, eyeliner. Okay, this is what I want you to write in there. It defines and emphasizes the shape and size of the eyes. Okay, that's what you're going to write in your eyeliner area. Your eyeshadow, you're going to put in there, it creates a more contoured or exaggerated effect in the areas, such as the crease, or highlights areas such as the brow bone. I think most of these girls that do their eyebrows first before they put their shadows on, they're always doing that little highlight underneath the brow. And then your mascara. It defines, lengthens, and thickens the eyelashes. The depth of color may serve to enhance and bring out the eyeshadow color that you use. Okay, so what happens on this one right here? There are people that we can't do them anymore, can't tint the lashes anymore, but we can perm them. And it's called eyelash enhancement now, I think it's what it's called. Okay, as cosmetologists, you can do the perming of the lashes. But all it's going to do is kind of make the same curl you would get from a lash curler, okay? So people with very straight lashes that go down more Asian, this is a perfect thing to make them curl up a little bit. It doesn't make them thicker. It doesn't make them darker. It doesn't make them any longer, okay? So mascara does all of those things. So even if you got them permed, you'd still have to put color on them, and you'd still need that mascara to plump it up, because that's what it does. Mascara thickens up that eyelash.
With a Cosmo license, are we allowed to do like the like when they glue them on? Can you do it when you glue them on with our license?
Okay, I can't hear you. Sorry, go ahead. Ask me again, because it just broke up.
Are we able to do like the fill-ins, like when they glue them on?
Can you ask the question again, hon? The lashes? Is that what you're asking about?
We can do lash extensions.
We can do lashes. We're going to do the ones that they're they're talking about outside of here that they do for a couple $100, I would go and have some training done in it. But the eyelash that we actually apply here are just the ones we do at store. The Ardell individuals or the strip lashes.
Okay.
That's the ones you learn here at the school. There is an additional class though. I think it's $400 or $500 that we will offer to you once we can get to practice on each other. And you get enough to do lashes and you're practicing with it. So
okay.
I wouldn't do it unless you were trained. Let's put it that way. But that goes without saying for anything that you learn, right? We don't, Tatiana, I can't hear you, hon. Your sound's off. Are you trying to say something?
No, I didn't have a question.
You do?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
So whoever I was talking to, because I didn't get to see who it was, you aren't allowed to do it. Those girls that are out there doing those lashes without a license, they're not allowed to do it, okay? They need a cosmetologist license or an esthetician license to apply those lashes, okay? And if they aren't licensed, then you turn them in because you went to school for this stuff, all right? You don't want her taking away your business. All right, does anyone else need this screen up that I have? No? Okay. I wanted to get through this kind of fast, guys. Okay, here are your artificial lashes. Okay. They create a dramatic look, and this is what you're going to actually put into your study guide. Okay, create a dramatic look, not generally worn with daytime makeup. I don't know if that can be said nowadays. The application of artificial strip lashes, you're going to measure the upper lash, meaning remove it from the tray and measure it to the eye itself. It says bend the lashes like a horseshoe, but what I have them do is once you've measured the eye, you're going to trim off the end so that it does meet it properly. And then you're going to go back and hold the rubber part on this side of your hand and take the scissors and go in with your lashes like this. So what you're doing is cutting a short along, a short along, how normal lashes are actually, worn. And it says to apply a thin strip of eyelash adhesive and allow it to set. And I wave it in the air so it gets a little tacky because if you try to put it on when it's wet, it won't stick. So you kind of have to get that glue, getting a little skin on it, believe it or not, before they'll attach properly. Okay, apply the lashes beginning with the shorter inside lashes and then position midway between the inside corner of the eye and the curve where the iris begins, because you're going to have longer lashes on the end and shorter as they move forward. Position those lashes close to the client's own lashes and in this matter under the client's lower lashes. Here's what happens. We can't get those bottom ones to stay on as well as we can the top ones. And that's usually because of the oils that our skin actually produces. But they can be worn. Okay. Now, strip lashes can be applied to the skin with a latex glue. Okay, that's what they're used for. Individual lashes, and we're still only talking about the Ardell lashes example. All right, it has its own glue, and they call it a permanent, which would stay on a couple of days, if you're gentle on your lashes. And these get attached to the lash itself. They do not get attached to the skin because then it can cause an irritation. So strip lashes on the skin and the artificial individuals are going to be applied to each lash, kind of like you're going to do in on. All right, I'm going to move. Come down to powders. Most lashes. Oh, the word eye tabbing. This is a test question, not only for us, but for board. Eye tabbing is the application of individual lashes. Okay. It's got application of semi-permanent individual synthetic lashes to the client's own lashes. And they can last approximately 6 to 8 weeks, depending on how well they're applied. Here's the deal with this. We're not allowed to stroke the glue onto it. I know this sounds really crazy, but it actually works a lot better. When you're attaching those lashes to someone's eye, to her lash, what I've taken is the glue has been dipped on the end of that little ball on the individuals, because it's got like 3 hairs on it with 1 little ball on it. I'll dip it in the glue and then I will stroke it on the lash and then attach the lash. So glue actually goes onto that lash and seals it right in. But that, okay, that's just a little trick, but it is illegal. In order to remove these though, you're going to need a Q-tip and probably the removal, which is a baby oil. You do not try and pull these off like you do your strip lashes because you'll take your own lash when you're trying to remove. Okay. That's my connection coming up bad. Okay, you're gonna move to 412. Okay, and you have your facial powder. Okay, this is designed to set all your other makeups so that they'll last a little longer and they won't fade or streak or rub off. It's applied after liquid or cream products, such as your foundations or cream bleaches. Now here's the question I'm going to give to you that's going to be on state board, and it's a test question. Okay, what's the most common blush? Anybody want to answer that one? Which blush product is going to be the most common?
Powder.
Powder.
Yeah, that's what I'd say too, but you want to know what the answer is? It's liquid blush, and that is the answer for board also. I'm going, I can't put liquid blush on my face. I have large pores. It'll just go right in those little pores and sit there like a pocket. No, but the answer is actually liquid. It says liquid, liquid powders or cheek colors are good for all skin types. That's basically what the question reads. And it's crazy. It's one of those textbook answers, I guess you could say. Because you guys all think powder too, because it wouldn't be so damaging. I guess it just doesn't look, it looks natural more with a powder, I think. Your colorless translucent powders may be worn with any foundation shade since it's designed to go through any color to it. Okay, most of these products should be using some type of cornstarch as far as their powder, not talc is very irritating. But under your cheek color in your book, you're going to write in there that it's used to add color to the face, especially the cheeks. Okay, and it says here, designed to add color to the face, especially the cheek area. And it does come in different forms: liquid, cream, gel, and powder forms. I haven't seen much gels lately, but they used to be back in the 70s, they used a gel blush. And liquid cheek color products seem to be suitable for all skin types. You see that little phrase right there? Burn that into your brain, that and eye tabbing, so that you know what that is. Because those are two questions that are on there. All right. All I have is my lip liner. Can I get through that and then let you guys go? Because it'll go just a little bit over. If you stay on here, I'll give you 15 extra minutes, okay? It's just like this part. So you got an hour and 15 minutes if you stay on. Okay, your lip liner, okay? This is applied to the outer edges of the lips. That's what I want you to put in there, okay? And it's going to define the lip shape, or it's going to prevent the lipstick from bleeding into the skin or around the mouth, okay? That's all I want you to put onto your liner. Now you can increase someone's lips by penciling outside of the lip line to make them appear larger. If you're trying to make them smaller, you can put your line underneath the line of your color on your lip. And if you want it the same, you're going to be right on the line. Okay. And then the actual lipstick is your lip color there. And it completes the balance of color. It's used last cosmetic applied, and it's not supposed to overpower. Pick one area of the face that you want to draw attention to, whether it be the eyes, the cheeks. Let's pick one. Okay, you pick 5 of them and everybody's going like this. The cartoon character. Okay, I just want to go through, do you have on the following page, it's 413, do you have the corrections?
Yes.
For facial features. Okay, so let me go through that. If you want to log off now, you can log off and just get an hour, but if you stay on, I'll give you that extra 15 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to stop this right here, and I'm actually going to give you the information to put in there so that I know who's leaving. Anyone leaving? Look like it. Okay, so under a wide nose, you're going to dark shadowing on the sides of the nose and then down the center of the nose, okay? This is for a wide nose, so it's basically, it does have the illustration in there, or does it not? Does it shadow on your pictures?
They're all the same picture, it's blank, but you have to draw it in.
Okay, so you're gonna draw, okay, shadow here on each side of the nose and then one down the center, okay? On the wide nose. On the long nose, you're going to darken right here. Okay, just take your pencil and actually do it. Okay, prominent chin, right here. Okay, you're gonna darken that. So that one would have been nose and chin. Undefined cheekbones, you're actually going to darken right here on both sides. So it comes down to like right about here, is where the shadowing should start. Okay, a receding chin, you're just going to highlight this area right here. Okay, all along the chin, you're going to highlight it. Somebody that has a pointed chin, okay, you're going to soften with contouring product, slightly darker foundation right underneath here, okay, right there. Okay, a double chin, you're going to go from here all the way back. It's going to be dark, okay? This is all going to be dark. So basically it's going really along that jawline. Oh, okay, so like right on my jawline, can you see that? Like right here? That's where it's going to be.
Yeah, I could now.
Okay, sorry about that. Could you see my other one, the double chin? It's like right here. It's just this part. Okay, it's right. I'm trying to move this up. It's right here on the double chin. Okay.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And then the broad or square jaw, high or broad forehead, it's going to be, this is going to be dark right here. Okay. Then it's going to be a little dark here, and then it's going to be a little darker here. Okay. So it's thin here, but it is still dark. Comes in like this part, almost like a diamond here. And then a little heavier right here. All right. Were there any of those that you guys couldn't see my hands that I can repeat back to you that you don't know? No? So you got the wide nose, the long nose, the cheek, the receding chin.
Can you do the first three for me, please?
Okay. Nose is going to be darkening it here on the sides, okay, and then a little bit down the center, okay. Then the long nose is going to be right here on the edge of it, okay. And then the cheekbone's going to be, it's going to kind of go like this. So it's coming in here. This is where you're going to contour it. Okay.
Thank you.
All right, and you got one more little thing right here, that brow, right? Brow design and placement. Mm-hmm. Okay, so this is what I'm going to explain to you. All right, if you have somebody, and I did this before, if you have someone that is very long and narrow in her face, okay, her brow shape should be farther apart than these two. Like here's that line, right? That one that goes from the flare of the nostril straight up. You're going to widen it a little bit more on somebody that has very narrow face, okay? Because it's going to balance her face. She won't look so long and tall. And if she's too wide, you're going to bring them in just a little bit more, okay? So it kind of makes the face look a little bit slimmer. Now that I've given you those two little options, you're going to watch and look around at people because girls love to do their brows. And I have to sit there and go, what is she trying to accomplish here? Just to put a brow on there, make it longer, shorter, wider, narrower, what? So now you get to look at those same things when you're looking at someone's brows. I get crazy on the news when I'm watching somebody, I'm like, look at her makeup, look at her eyebrow on that one side, right? It's crazy. Oh yeah, let's do a close up. Where's her other brow? All right, ladies and gents, you all got that 1 hour and 15 minutes for you, okay? Yay. Thank you for sitting on with me.
We have one part which is left just right after the lip liner lip color. There's like lip shape and stuff.
Oh, the analyzing? Okay. You ready for
yeah, on.
Okay. your analyze, you're going to check the size of the mouth, okay? You're going to check to see if it's too large or too small, okay? So check the size. You're going to, in apply, and I'll put foundation on to block out the natural lip line. Okay, just crease it, right? So applying means applying foundation to get rid of the old line. Okay. The line part, okay, is you're using a liner, either a pencil or a brush, and you're either going to increase, decrease, or keep it the same as far as your penciling. So outside of the line, inside of the line, or on the line, right? Because you're making a new one. Shape is going to be, you're going to correct the imperfections. Have you ever noticed one person has one side of their lip goes up a little higher than the other? Okay, so it says you're going to make sure that it's even side, her lip. People that you can't see it until they put a lipstick on it and they haven't added anything to it and it's crooked. It's like one side's different than the other. And then the last one complete, you're going to fill it with the lipstick. That make it any easier for you?
Yeah. And what about the lip, various like pictures, lip shapes?
Okay, so you're supposed to draw outside of that, or does it do that for you already?
Oh, okay, because we have like empty space next to it. So.
It doesn't have little dotted lines underneath it?
Yeah,
it does.
Okay, so that's basically telling you how you would do that. On like the full lip, you're gonna actually bring your pencil out a little bit farther out. Do you see where the little dotted lines are? To increase the size of the bottom lip. Okay, the Cupid's bow is just showing you how to do that. Okay, when to go inside of the line of the color of the line. They're talking about the color between your face and your lip. Okay, so it's either inside or on top of that same line or outside of that line, depending on the length and the width, I guess the size you want of your lips.
Okay.
Okay. All right, any questions? Did I cover everything in your study guide there? Lena, I'm so tired of seeing that hand.
Yeah,
I guess I'm on my tablet and
is that your daughter?
On the what I'm writing, so it goes in front of my camera.
Okay. All right. Anyone else? Questions, comments, concerns?
I do. I need to get my books.
Bye. Thanks. Oh, okay. Hang on. I'll wait till everyone logs off here. Okay.
Okay.
I will wait until they're finished. Did you you've already been into the school, correct? And signed the contract and all that stuff?
Yeah.
Right.
We go.
Okay. Yes, you can go, hon. The rest of you can go.
Okay.
See you later, Anthony. All right. So if you can call the admissions rep again and ask her if she has given your basically given you a seat in the classroom. Once they give you a seat in the classroom, they'll give you your books through an email. Did you get an email from us?
Yes, the Pivot Point Lab.
Okay, so then
that.
Right. Okay, so you're going to have to download, okay, Adobe. I'm trying to remember which one it was. It's not the Acrobat, it's the other one. Adobe Digital, okay? You're going to have to download that first and then download your books.
Just okay, Adobe Digital?
Yeah, first. Okay, before you download your books. Let me say, are you going to put this on your computer or on your phone or both?
I have it on my tablet and my phone, so both. Okay,
so when you get into the Adobe Digital, okay, you're just going to go down. You're basically getting a free version, not okay, not buying anything.
Okay.
All right. Once you got the screen name, whatever you use on one device, the very first one you use, you have to use the same Adobe on. Okay.
Okay.
Otherwise, it won't work. Okay. And then once you download it, it'll be ready to go.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then when you get on there, okay, and get your books loaded, if you will come on tomorrow a little bit earlier, I will show you how to pull up the homework and stuff like that.
Okay.
Okay. Because it's kind of confusing right now. You just want to get your books done first. Okay.
Okay.
All right. And I'll I'll point on there so I can log on about 15 minutes earlier, okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you, hon.
Thank you.
Isabella, what's going on? Isabella, bye-bye, hon. What's going on? Did you need to talk to me? Your sound.
No, bye. Sorry, I'm gonna. But oh wait, I have a question.
It's okay.
What time do you guys close today? Because yesterday I had training for a job, so I wasn't able to drop off or pick up homework. So I'm gonna do that today. But what time do you guys close?
4:30. We leave at 4:30.
My dad gets out of work at 4:30. Is it okay if it's late to turn it in? I can turn it in through text. Will they take it?
Why don't you, yeah, take a picture of it and then and send it in the text, okay?
All right, and it's fine if I pick up tomorrow?
Yes, yes.
All right. What time, do you know what time you guys close tomorrow?
Tomorrow's 4:30 also.
Oh,
it's just Fridays and Saturdays is 2:30.
Is there a way that you guys can send me a link to the homework and I can possibly print it out? Unless it's a lot, because I don't think my mom will let me print out a lot of pages.
You know what? I would call the school and ask her to speak with Miss Sue, okay? And ask her if she can take a picture of it and send it through the zip to you. I can't do that because I don't have the homework. Okay, so you have to ask for Miss Sue and ask her if you can send the package through the zip.
All right, thank you.
Okay, because I do that with my students too.
All right, bye.
All right. Okay, I'll see you later then. Tomorrow?
Yes.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye, hon.